Is this Castle? If Castle does. I got my hands on Reflex, and I want to do a first look at the development tools that Reflex has under its hood. And so far, the game itself just looks really awesome. I'm not going to focus on that for now, though. But all right, okay. So far, I'm pretty amazed by this. Basically, that's it. I'm in the world. I have a brush to stand on, and I'm running around. I have all my guns. There's my rocket launcher. Okay, you're probably asking, well, how am I gonna work with this? Like, okay, so here's the remarkable thing about this. Hit escape, go to edit, back. There's the player start. There. Okay, so almost right away I'm like, well, this doesn't. This is the easiest I've ever had, short of Minecraft, to be able to get right to the editing of a game without any hassle whatsoever. The only game that even comes close to this is Minecraft. I mean, that obviously the building in Minecraft is part of the game, so that's it just has that one up on it. But like every other development tool, you have to install you have to have the license, or you have to have the fucking. This is literally a level editor that's just watch this. This is it gets even crazier. Okay, so like I'm gonna start a private game, and it loads up a default map. Okay, I'm in a default map right now. Okay, all right. Edit. Okay, all right. So you're probably thinking, well, you're just floating around the level. You can't really do anything, right? Yeah. Okay, so it uses the same control scheme from an editor known as Trench Broom, and was introduced to that editor a while back. But you use Alt to make the brush go up and down. You can hold down Shift, I think, increases the size of the brush, or you can grab the face and you can drag it. It looks like all of the surfaces are using some kind of a triplanar material. So I don't know currently how to like get different materials onto this, but right now it looks like it's using that. So I mean, if it's yeah. See, I'm kind of coming into this just sort of a first look. This is like, hey, let's check this out and see what makes this tick. Notice too that if I um, one of the things that actually kind of made me laugh a little bit about this is that if you use Trench Broom, the delete key actually deletes. But a lot of Quake mappers are used to backspace key deleting, and that's because of Radiant development tool is all kinds of weird. There's all just layers and layers of weird shit. Backspace deletes, delete key moves the camera. So one of the weird things that they ended up copying from Radiant, I guess, is that backspace deletes. So two things just happened right here. One, the brush they went through all this extra effort to copy Trench Broom, which is fucking phenomenal, but um, they also copied one of the weirdest things possible from Radiant. Does delete key do something? It must do something. Oh, okay. It does weird stuff. Okay, so press Z. Z is undo. And X is redo? Okay, so I'm very fresh to this editor. Like, I just basically spent like 10 minutes just checking it out and like kind of seeing what makes just really basic stuff. I don't even know how to do vertex manipulation in order to be able to skew brushes or anything like that. Although I imagine it can't be that hard. So like hold down control. No, control moves it on the well, whatever is up is the x-axis, and alt moves it up and down on the z-axis. So shift set resizes. So maybe a combination. Nope. I'll have to look at the key bindings, get a better idea. Let me press backspace to get rid of this brush. So strange to me that that's what they copied from Radiant. One thing you wouldn't copy from Radiant. So, I mean, okay, so the movement is very much like Unreal 4. The Unreal 4 style movement, which is, in my opinion, this is Unity's movement keys as well as Unreal 4, which is the best right now, in my opinion. And what that basically means is that you right click and you can look around, and then you have WASD keys to then maneuver. As long as you hold down the right mouse button, you have free reign to move around as though you're doing it, you know, as though you're playing the game. So right there, the camera movement is among the best you can get in a 3D editing tool right now. So that's a plus. I'm definitely happy with that. I'll have to do a level in this tool set in order to really grasp like what the advantages are of not having any orthographic views. Orthographic views are your 2D views, and I'm very accustomed to having like, you know, a 3D view here and maybe a Z window if it's Radiant, or you know, a top and then a side. Most editing tools use orthographic. Most of the big ones, the biggest ones, usually typically will have an orthographic view. This seems to be following pretty much in the footsteps of Trench Room. So it's like it's totally different. It's a completely different way to do this same thing. Point entities are pretty easy to spot. I don't know, everything seems pretty neat. Like, it looks like I have the ability to place props. And it looks like the props, I'll have to do some more digging, but at the moment it looks like these props are actually casting lights. These may actually be prefab style props, sort of in the same vein of they must be combining them somehow. Like, that is a mesh with a material and then a dynamic light attached to it. I'll have to take a look a little bit more into that, but it seems to be some kind of a prefabbing system going on here to cause the lighting. It may be a different. There must be some kind of a window or something like that in order for me to apply materials or behaviors to certain brushes, because teleport. This is just a static mesh that's sitting with a rotating material on it, and it's sitting in front of a brush that yeah, and there's a target there, so it has key pairs. So there's definitely the developers in this are definitely sort of have their foot in the Quake engine vein. This is not a group of people who worked with Unreal, is what it feels like. This very much feels like you got target names, or sometimes you can just kind of tell. What are these numbers? They're floating all the way out there. What the hell? Oh, is it dimensions? Huh. It's telling me the dimensions of the brush. Okay. Hey, that's pretty slick. Usually in most editing tools, I have to use a ruler or or select the brush. Radiant does that actually. You have to turn it on though. It's not like a default setting, but it's like paint sizing tool, paint sizing info or something along those lines. This looks like it's on by default, which is good because, good God, why not have that on? I always want to know the size of the damn brush I'm placing. I'll have to see what else is going on here. I don't even know how to compile the level, although I find it pretty interesting that you drag a light and the level is now Fulbright. This out here concerns me a little bit. It may just be a material that has no lighting on it, so you avoid wasting light maps on surfaces that don't need them. The only thing is that in Radiant you would typically use something called caulk, which is like a purple texture, and you can at least see what's going on. This reminds me a little bit of when I work with Doom Builder, and I have a dark area. I'm like using the dynamic lighting for GZ Doom. Sometimes when you're working in a truly 3D environment with no orthographic views to fall back on, or even the ability to turn wireframes or anything like that, it can be very difficult to see what you're doing without having some kind of full bright feature to turn on or something. But I have a feeling this is just a material that was purposely put on these outside walls to not use up light map information or something like that. I don't know. I'm just guessing at this point, but the fact alone that I can just make a change to this world space just like that, like I can just grab the surface, drag this out. Let's see, go underneath it, hold on Shift, come out here. Alright, I have a feeling I can actually get pretty fast with this, although it's probably not Radiant fast brush manipulation. It seems pretty damn close. It's definitely faster than Unreal. Let's see. E? No. Maybe hold down E. I'll have to look up some more information at this point. It's kind of silly for me to just guess. But, actually, hold on a second. If I make a change like this, how easy is it for me to do the testing? Do these materials actually stay lined up? Okay, using the directional keys will move the materials, but I assume I have to have a smaller, wider. I don't know what my grid setting is. Okay, so play. Oh God, I'm right next to it. I'm just sitting here. Totally. What the? Okay, well it's a little tall. I can't jump on it. So back to edit. There's probably a key I can just press to do that. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna flat out say this right now. This is some rare shit right here. I've worked with a lot of fucking tools. Okay, this isn't just this. This has multiplayer too, doesn't it? This fucking has multiplayer. Does it? I know it was advertised. Well, okay. Anyway, back to what I was just saying. This is insane. Okay, let's not even think about the. I mean, the game is really cool, but I'm just talking about the editing tools. That's what I'm focused on. This is fucking crazy, and I know you could do the same thing sort of in Unreal, but this is like, I don't know. It's way more. It seems way more intuitive and there's less bullshit. Okay, hold on a second. This is like the most bullshit free version of this I've ever seen. Okay, so there's the brush. I'm on it. Jump in. Collision. I mean, I'm seeing everything update in real time. I wonder how long it takes to compile this level. Because it's using static light maps, apparently. And those light maps immediately vanish the second I move anything. Okay, so like, alright, I'm running around. Oh shit, I clicked disconnect. Oh, I'm back here again. Damn it! No! That was too easy to click disconnect. Okay. Start a private game. Oh. Yeah, I was just actually kind of worried. I made changes to the level. Okay. Edit. Okay. Like, let's see, I was right here, and I was just kind of thinking, wouldn't it be kind of cool if I had something to jump on, like a ledge right here? This would be shitty, by the way. It's in the middle of a staircase. I'm just doing it for a test. Alright, it goes all the way down. Alright. Now I can click play. Alright. Ooh. And go right back to edit. Edit and disconnect are right next to each other. Please move those. Wow. That's like, there's zero turnaround. And I'm just right here. I don't currently have Unreal 4 available at the moment due to technical issues, but the next time I load this up, I'm going to be doing direct comparisons between this and Unreal 4's ability to modify the world space and quickly test it. I mean, this right here seems to be the best as far as quickly being able to do everything you need to do within the world space and test it with no fucking issues. This is unprecedented. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this before. Oh, well, okay, wait. No, there was an editor a really long time ago. I remember it was a cube. It was actually one of the original times I think I've ever seen voxels. Cube, or I'll have to get the exact name, but it was a first-person shooter, Quake style, that was done in a world space that was all cubes. And that was the only time I've ever seen anything like where it was this seamless. That was the only time. I wonder if the guys who were doing development on this did development on that as well. Anyway, all right, I'm gonna cut this short. Well, not short. It's actually fairly long. But this is your first look at Reflex's editing tools, and holy crap! If you are at all an enthusiast of editing or development tools in video games, take a freaking look at this. This is like this is really fucking cool how seamless it is. And I wonder what it's like to actually build something with it. So that's got to happen. Okay, alright. Thank you for watching.